Donald Trump has filed a $10 billion, 7.5 billion pounds, lawsuit against Dow Jones, the parent company of the Wall Street Journal, and its owner Rupert Murdoch, over allegations that he wrote a bawdy note to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The former U.S. president claims the publication defamed him and violated libel laws by publishing an article that alleged a birthday greeting bearing Trump's name was sent to Epstein in 2003 before he had been charged with sex crimes. Trump has stated that the note, which the paper reported was sent for Epstein's 50th birthday, is fake. The lawsuit comes as the U.S. Justice Department has asked a judge to unseal material related to Epstein, amid growing criticism of the Trump administration's handling of the case. On social media, Trump declared, "We had just filed a powerhouse lawsuit against everyone involved in publishing the false, malicious, defamatory, fake news article in the useless rag that is the Wall Street Journal. I hope Rupert and his friends are looking forward to the many hours of depositions and testimonies they will have to provide in this case," he added. Trump claimed that both the newspaper and Murdoch, whose relationship with Trump has fluctuated over the decades, were warned that they would face legal action if they published the article. How a Dow Jones spokesperson responded in a statement to the BBC. "We have full confidence in the rigor and accuracy of our reporting and will vigorously defend against any lawsuit." Murdoch, who was seen on Sunday attending the FIFA World Cup with Trump, is the founder of a media empire that's some credit with helping propel Trump to the White House. According to the Wall Street Journal, the letter bearing Trump's name contains several lines of typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman, which appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker. The paper reported that inside the outline of the naked woman was a typewritten note styled as an imaginary conversation between Trump and Epstein, written in the third person. The note reportedly included a joking reference that enigmas never age and allegedly concluded with the words, "A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." After the article was published on Thursday, Trump denied writing the note, posting, "These are not my words, not the way I talk. Also, I don't draw pictures." The Justice Department's request pertains to transcripts from the grand jury involved in the government's 2019 sex crime case. The trafficking case against Epstein involves materials that are typically kept secret and protected by law. On Thursday, Trump directed Attorney General Pam Bondi to pursue the release of documents tied to Epstein's confidential grand jury testimony. The Justice Department subsequently submitted a formal request to a judge in New York, arguing that the materials related to Epstein's charges of trafficking dozens of girls as young as 14 qualify as a matter of public interest. The department is also seeking the release of documents in the case of Epstein's associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, who was convicted in the child sex trafficking conspiracy. A grand jury, a panel that determines whether sufficient evidence exists to charge someone with a crime, can hear from confidential informants and individuals whose identities are protected for safety reasons. While grand jury materials are generally kept secret by law, a judge may unseal them if it is determined that public interest outweighs the need for confidentiality. However, it remains uncertain when or if these documents will be released, or whether they contain the kind of information Trump supporters have been calling for. These developments came on Friday, following a turbulent week for the president, during which some of his most loyal supporters demanded increased transparency and full disclosure in the Epstein case. Some Trump loyalists have even called for Attorney General Bondi's resignation after she reversed her stance on releasing specific documents connected to Epstein. Chad Bianco, a Republican sheriff and gubernatorial candidate in California, told BBC News that Trump's approach to the Epstein files was not what I was expecting, adding that millions of his followers are disappointed. "We feel like we're being talked down to like stupid children," he said. Meanwhile, members of Congress are attempting to pass a discharge petition that would compel Bondi to release a broad array of materials the Justice Department holds regarding Epstein. The effort has drawn support from some of the most ideologically opposed lawmakers in Congress, including Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene and Democrat Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, both of whom have signed on as supporters.